Rebecca, I have something very serious to talk to you about. I hope you can already guess what I'm about to say. I have never seen a more messy house in my entire life. Do you even do chores around here? I've hardly ever seen you do anything, and the times I have, you've done it very poorly. Whatever it is. You better come back to the house right this instant and tidy up like a good wife who's supposed to. I mean it, Rebecca.
Oh, Francine. Hello. I thought we agreed that today would be your day to take care of the house and do the chores. Don't you remember? When you moved in and started living with us, we made a chore chart that we all agreed to. That was only 3 days ago. I'm sure you must remember that, right?
What? Do you think I was going to take that seriously? I was just putting up with that garbage to try and be polite. You weren't honestly expecting me to follow that like some kid, right? Don't forget who you're talking to right now. I am the mother of your husband. You should be waiting on me hand and foot. When I tell you to do something, I expect you to come rushing to do it, and with a smile on your face. Do you understand? If I am being honest, when we drew up the dumb chart of yours, you should have thrown it in the garbage and said, "There is no way I could allow my sweet, precious mother-in-law to do any work around the house. As the wife, I promised to do all of the housework for everyone." But you didn't do that, did you? No. Someone just had to whine and complain that they needed to work and that chores should be something split between everyone living in the house, or some utter nonsense like that.
Francine, please. When you asked to move in with us, we agreed on the condition that you would respect the rules of our house. Or did you forget that too? And if I'm being honest with you, I haven't seen you once do any of the things you agreed to then.
Do you not get it? I am your mother-in-law. I come before and supersede any rules you might have.
What is your angle here? Are you just trying to tell me how I should live in my own home now?
What did you just say to me? How dare you accuse me of doing something like that? Besides, let's not forget who the house really belongs to. My son, your husband, Bill. And who is Bill's mom? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's me. Are you starting to get the picture now? I'll spell it out for you. I run the house now. Therefore, the only person not obeying the real house rules is you, because there's only one rule now, and it is what I say goes. Got it?
I see. Is that how you see things? Because that's not how I see them at all, in fact. I think that you waited to ask to move in specifically when Bill was about to leave for his long business trip. And that is when you showed up at our door with all your belongings and forced your way in.
Excuse me? What are you saying?
I'm saying that I heard all about how he found out how horrible you were bullying Tim's poor wife, Melissa. He said you kept telling Melissa to divorce Tim, to leave the family, to get out of the house, and other horrible things like that.
What? But how did you...
Because Tim called Bill and told him all about it, and then he told me.
That brat did what? But I thought the two of them didn't get along. Tim was always such a failure, especially compared to his incredible little brother Bill. I thought there was bad blood between them.
No, Francine, that was just a sick little perception you had of your sons with no basis in reality. Those two are thick as thieves. I don't think I've even seen them fight once. Even though Tim has a kid now, the two of them still meet up, drink, talk about their interests. They're just as close as ever, in spite of your efforts to pit them against each other.
No, you're lying. The two of them would never do something like that. You think you know them better than their own mother?
Anyways, that's how and why I found out all about how you treated Melissa. And that's why I want you to get it through your head that you're not going to be able to get away with the same kind of behavior that you treated her with me.
Rebecca, I really ought to. You really like running that smart mouth of yours, don't you? Do you think you're better than me or something?
Maybe not better, but if I'm being honest, I think I'm more than prepared to put up with you.
And just what is that supposed to mean? Are you threatening me now?
I'm just letting you know that I'm quite a bit tougher than Melissa and won't let you step all over me in the same way you did to her. I certainly won't let you get away with any of the nonsense you've just tried to pull right now. Do you understand me? Because if you don't, here is your one warning. You better heed it well. Anyways, I'm almost at work, so if you have anything you want to say in response, I'm sure you do, we will deal with it back at home.
Melissa, you do not know the can of worms you are opening up for yourself. If you want to go to war, we can go to war. But don't think for a second that at the end of this you'll come out unscathed.
I really don't understand you. Francine, I lay out the truth on the table, speak open and honest about what I expect from you, and you just return everything with hate and vitriol.
I knew it! You do think you're better than me.
You think whatever you want to think. Anyways, I'm getting to the office, so I'm putting away my phone now.
Oh, no, you don't. We're not done here until I say we're done. And I say that as the wife, you better turn around, come back, and clean up your house like you're supposed to.
Francine, let me make this clear. If you want this roof over your head, you will follow the rules that we laid out for you. It is as simple as that.
And I'm telling you that there are brand new rules, and they are whatever I say they are.
All right, I'm going to start work. Goodbye.
Melissa, don't you ignore me. I am warning you now. You're playing with fire and you're going to get burned badly. Don't forget that I was the one who gave you permission to marry my precious little boy. You need to remember your place and respect your elders, especially me. I see. So that's how it's going to be, is it? If this is the way you are going to act toward me, then I know exactly how to deal with you. I'll make you regret what you've said to me here, Melissa. Hey, Melissa, I hope I'm catching you on your lunch break right now. Do you have any time to talk right now?
Oh, hi, hun. Yeah, I have some time to chat. Why? What's up?
Well, the thing is that this morning the higher-ups at the company decided that they're going to transfer me to the company headquarters.
Oh, wow. You're being moved to the big HQ?
That's right. I think they're moving me to their New York office to be assistant director on some short-term project they have going on out there or something. But I guess that if they like what they see from me while I'm out there, they might be moving me to another project to help establish and develop a new branch for the business.
So basically, it sounds like there's a big promotion headed your way.
Well, it could be if they like what I have to offer them.
Well, this is amazing news. Congratulations, Bill. I knew all of your hard work would pay off.
Thanks. That really means a lot to hear that from you, baby. Just one thing, though. Apparently, a lot of people who've gone to work on these short-term projects at HQ end up also needing to live there for a set number of years, too. So my bosses told me that was probably a decision best made by talking to the whole family before choosing to accept or not.
Oh, yeah, I see why they would say that. I guess if we had to move, then I'd also have to probably figure something out with my job too, huh?
But, Melissa, if I'm being honest with you...
What is it, Bill?
I really don't want to let this chance pass me by, but I also would hate to live so far away from you, and by myself, especially since we just got married. That's why it would mean the world to me if you let me do this and you move with me.
Bill? Wait, hold on. We would be moving there without your mom, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. To be honest, getting away from her is also one of the reasons I really want to take this job. I'm sure that just the past few days have been pretty hard on you.
You can say that again. Well, if that's the case, then I say go for it, honey.
Just like that? Do you really mean it, Melissa? You want me to take the job?
Of course. Besides, I'm sure we have some branch offices in New York I could try applying to transfer to. In fact, I remember hearing that they were actually expanding hiring in that region, so I bet it wouldn't be difficult to put myself forward as a candidate for transfer.
That would be perfect. And what lucky timing with that. Well, okay then. I guess I'll tell my boss that we're strongly leaning toward yes then, and we should start thinking as if we're going to move too.
Sounds good to me.
All right then. Then once all the decisions have been finalized, would you mind leaving it up to me to find a place for us over there? I think that would be better if it was handled out of the house and away from my mom's prying eyes. You know how nosy she can get.
Yeah, of course. I completely understand and agree. And if you have any documents or anything you just need to look over or sign, just send them to my office instead of the house.
Is that really fine to do?
Yeah, people at my office do it all the time. It's really no big deal.
Nice. Well, then that works out perfectly. All right, well, I have to get back to work here pretty soon, so I'm gonna go now.
Sounds good. Let's talk out the details later then.
Okay, baby. Till then, I hope you have a good day at work.
I'll do my best. Francine, are you there? Why are the locks to the house changed?
Oh, did you just get home?
Yeah, after I go to work and do my job, I return to this little place called my house where I have my life. So answer the question, why are the locks to that house changed?
Don't get smart with me. The locks are different because I changed them. Why do you think?
What is wrong with you? What were you thinking? How could you just go and do that to a house you don't even own and without even asking?
I did it because you weren't listening to me. Also, I moved all of your belongings into a storage unit downtown.
A storage unit?
Yes, in fact, I wanted to move all your crap in there a long time ago, but they were at full capacity until recently. So today I was finally able to transfer it there. Anyways, the key for the unit is in the mailbox, so feel free to take it and collect your things.
No. I am not playing this game with you. Why did you do this, Francine? I want a clear answer.
Listen closely, Melissa, because I've already spelled this out for you once. This house belongs to Bill and I.
What do you mean?
I mean, who do you think you should be thanking for being able to live here? Well, I'll tell you. Your poor husband, my sweet little Bill, works hard to afford this place. You just live here, understand? And since Bill is going to be coming back from his trip soon, I just thought I would make it very clear to you just who really is in charge here. You seem to still not understand the new food chain.
Francine, what are you talking about? You're a very unwell person.
Well, if you don't like living with me that much, why don't you just divorce my son then, huh?
Francine, I think you have been under a very, very wrong impression of how things really are around here. The house belongs to my parents. This is my childhood home.
Wait, what do you mean?
But it's fine. I understand where you're coming from. If you really feel so strongly about this, then I will just spend the night at a hotel tonight.
Excuse me. You can't just skip over that last part. What do you mean it's your childhood home?
I really don't feel like talking to you anymore. I'm going to go.
No, come back here this instant, Melissa. Melissa, you answer me right now and explain what is happening. Why did Bill show up just to pack up all of his stuff and leave? He told me he got a job transfer all of a sudden. What is really going on here?
Yes, that is all correct.
So then you knew he was going to do that? What did you do? Are you with him now?
Yeah, we are together. We're married, after all.
Where are you two right now?
Why would I ever in a million years tell you that?
You tell me where my son is right now. How could you two just up and leave a poor old woman like me behind? What is wrong with you two?
Oh, Francine, didn't I tell you that your stint at our house would be a short-term thing?
What? I don't ever remember you telling me that.
Well, it's true. We were only staying here because we were house-sitting while my parents were working out of state, but they're coming back next month, so I would say that you have until the end of the month to leave.
What? So they're kicking you out?
They're not kicking us out. We were only there temporarily while they were away. Plus, Bill's job wants to move him to a new location anyway, so the timing really worked out perfectly. Anyway, given that you and my parents don't really get along, I really doubt they'd want you there when they get back, especially given that we won't be there.
Did you really tell me all of this? I don't remember a word.
Well, I tried to explain it to you, but you just got so upset and refused to listen. I really tried to explain to you the whole situation, but you just refused to accept it. And not just once, but over and over. This is probably the 4th or 5th time I've had to explain all of this to you. And every time you just kept insisting that it was my job to listen to you, not the other way round. But the point is that you have known this house belongs to my parents for a long time now.
But I really don't remember.
You know what? I actually think I believe you. That must have been why you've had such a horrible attitude the whole time you've been here. I think I finally understand. You thought this would be your new permanent home, and that's why you always tried to make me do what you told me and never bothered listening to what we tried to tell you. I'm honestly a bit concerned for your mental health.
Melissa, if I can't live here any longer, then what should I do? Where should I go? Who should I live with now?
Why don't you just go back to your old house?
But Tim and his wife live at that house now, and they won't even talk to me since kicking me out. How can I go back now?
Well, I guess you'll just have to find somewhere else.
What? But where else would I go live?
I know that you really want to leech off people, and that's why you're so concerned with trying to live with someone else. But I recall hearing that you got quite a settlement from your divorce. And given that you haven't been paying rent for a while now, I can't imagine that it's all dried up. So why don't you take that money and figure out how to live on your own for a little bit, huh?
You can't be serious.
Besides, didn't you have your own apartment before you moved into Tim's? Surely you can't be opposed to finding a job and earning a little.
But you can't really expect me to work, right? A poor old lady like me?
I really don't expect anything from you, if I'm being honest. In fact, Bill and I never even wanted to live together with you in the first place.
No, that can't be right. How could you say something so mean?
You do know that when you're around, you just stress Bill out with how much you try to control his life, right? You need to let him live his own life, Francine.
No, you don't understand. I just wanted to live with my sweet little boy again. Is that really so wrong?
I'm just telling you that for Bill. It was like a living hell. Can we stop prolonging this conversation now?
How can you say that?
Well, you're lucky because I don't have anything else to say to you anyways. Goodbye, Francine. Right after that, Francine panicked and called Bill. He put it on speakerphone so that I could hear all of what she said. And of course, before she even began to talk about her impending homelessness, she opened the call with a barrage of insults against me. Bill and I just looked at each other, sighed, nodded, hung up, and ignored any further calls. After that, she left the house like she knew she would have to, but without anyone to turn to, she returned to the house where her older son lived. But Tim and Melissa both refused to even let her pass the front door. With no one in the world wanting anything to do with her, Francine had to finally find a job and live on a very tight budget, all on her lonesome. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.